That's right. The state fire marshal's administrative investigation found that both Devastating Pyrotechnics Inc. and Black Star Fireworks operated without local permits. And Cabaldon's Senate Bill 828 hopes to prevent that by tightening the rules around who can get permits and how they prove they have them.
If the legislation had been law already, then there's a very good chance that it would have avoided what happened in Esparto.
Last month, the state fire marshal revoked the licenses of Devastating Pyrotechnics and Black Star Fireworks, along with their operators Kenneth Chi and Craig Cutright, after the tragic July 1st explosion that killed 7 people. An administrative investigation found multiple violations of California fireworks laws, and a criminal investigation is still underway. Then last week, State Senator Christopher Cabaldon introduced Senate Bill 828, designed to prevent future fireworks catastrophes.
It's clear that there are some changes that need to be made to the rules.
If approved, the bill would require licensees to provide the state fire marshal with local land use permits and storage site details, while allowing the denial of licenses to anyone under indictment or convicted of violent or public safety crimes, which aligns with federal policies.
But we want to make sure the fire marshal has the authority to say, no, your criminal record has imperiled public safety, and we cannot trust that you would manage these fireworks in a way that aren't going to blow up. Those are easy to implement. I think the bigger question is what else will be needed.
State Fire Marshal Daniel Berlant tells Fox 40 today they're making good progress on the criminal investigation and expect to turn over their final report to the district attorney, quote, in the near future. It's an investigation Cabaldon says will most likely prompt further legislative actions, including who's allowed and how to properly store fireworks.
That's part of what's at issue here, is that the folks who are involved in the storage aren't supposed to be storing. They're not supposed to be storing some of the things that they have been storing. So that's part of the question. The second is, then if the storage is legal, then how do we have the right safeguards to make sure that it's being done in the safest way possible?
Cabaldon says SB 828 is the first step and shows families affected by the tragic explosion that change will be made.
We are going to fix this, and then we also make sure no one has to go through what is the most horrific tragedy you can imagine.
Now, the state legislature is currently in recess, but Cabaldon says they're using the time between now and January, when it resumes, to be fully prepared. They're hoping to speed run Senate Bill 828 through the Senate and pass it by the end of January. In Esparto, covering local news that matters, Snow Anderson, Fox 40 News.